Hello, beautiful fellow yogis. Thank you for joining Only in Sedona Yoga for this special Yoga for Peace. Right now, there's a lot of dark, scary, evil energy in the world, like anger, violence, intolerance, and hate. We as yogis know that these energies manifest and continue to grow when we water their seeds within us. We also know that we have the power to change our energy. Mindful breath and movement creates a necessary pause to instead choose to embrace the energy of love, acceptance, tolerance, and recognition of the humanity we all share. Our goal today is to generate a feeling of metta or loving kindness in our hearts and spread that through our practice to all the hearts who need it so desperately in the world right now. You won't need any equipment. Let's talk to our mats. Okay, beautiful yogis. This flow begins with a meditation, so take a comfortable seat in your mat. You can join me in hero's pose or take an easy sukhasana seat, kind of the crisscross applesauce you did as a child. And go ahead and close those beautiful eyes. Begin focusing on your inhales and exhales. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue breathing on your own, calming the body and mind as you breathe. Keep your eyes closed as you draw to mind somebody whom you love dearly. Check in with your body as you do this and allow yourself to feel the energy of love that flows through you when you think of somebody you love so dear. Embrace this feeling, hold on to it, and take several slow, deep breaths as you let it extend through every cell and fiber of your body, exuding from you in a radiant glow. And let's spread this energy to the world through mindful movements. So come into all fours and let's warm up our spine with some cat-cows. Coordinating your breath-body movement here. Our focus today is on generating love energy and sending it to the world, so our flow will be very basic. A few sun salutation A's, one sun salutation B, and then some restorative floor-based poses. And as you move through each of these moves, hold on to that feeling of loving kindness. Imagine yourself as a generator, sending that love energy out. And come to a neutral spine. Widen your stance slightly and just move your body around any way that feels good. Your goal here is just to loosen up those joints. Maybe take it around the other way when you get tired of going one way. any way that feels good. It doesn't have to look elegant. And then find a good position for down dog. Tuck your toes, lift up and into down dog, and let's adjust. So bend your knees. Press your tush towards the sky as if you had a rope tied around your hips, and let your heels drop. Moving with your breath, just go ahead and walk out your dog. And then raise on both toes, drop both heels. Please be loving and kind to your body first by not pressing or forcing, only feeling a good stretch. Give me a deep inhale here. And walk it forward to the front of your mat as you exhale. Coming into your forward fold, let your arms cross. Tick-tock it out to gently and lovingly open up your low back. And keep your knees nice and soft as you come rolling up to the top. Looking up overhead as your palms touch. Bringing your hands to heart center. Pause here in your mountain pose. Align your posture. And take a deep breath or two as you reconnect with that loving kindness energy. And then your next inhale lifts your hands overhead. Stretch an inch taller. Your next exhale takes you down to a forward fold. You can walk down the legs. You can use a block to support your back. Maybe your hands come down. Open up the back of the thighs before lifting up to a flat spine and bending your knees to come and step back into your plank. Top of a push-up, one straight line. You always can drop your knees if you need to. Otherwise, come down with your chaturanga and then take cobra or up dog. I'm going to take cobra today. Choose the option that works for you. Look over each shoulder. Shake out that spine. And then gently press up and back. Take child's pose just for a breath before coming up through all fours into down dog. Come rounding up to all fours. Tuck your toes. Come into that down dog. Share a nice deep cleansing breath with me here. And then walk it forward to the front of your mat, letting your body surrender first to your forward fold before softening your knees, rounding it up overhead, looking up as your palms touch, coming back to heart center. We're going to do 2 more of those Surya Namaskar A. As you flow through the poses, please focus on sending loving kindness to the world. Inhale, lift yourself an inch taller. Exhale, take it down to your forward fold. Inhale to your flat spine. Exhale, step back to plank. Through your chaturanga, into your cobra, or your upward dog if you prefer. Pressing back through child's before meeting me in your down dog. Come rounding up to all fours. Join me in down dog for a breath. And then come walking forward to the front of your mat. Surrendering forward fold before softening the knees to round up. Looking up, palms touch. Exhaling to heart center, flowing right through 1 more of those. Inhale. Spread that love energy. Exhale. Surrender, forward fold. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, step back to plank. Through chaturanga. Taking your cobra or up dog. And then pressing back to child's before meeting me in down dog. Come up through all fours. Tuck your toes. Hold down dog for a breath. And walk it forward to the front. Into your forward fold. Softening the knees, rolling up. We're going to take one modified Surya Namaskar B. Sun Salutation B. Bring your hands to heart center to start in your mountain pose. Reconnect with that love energy before dipping it low, coming into your chair pose, holding here for a breath. And then stand it up nice and tall, stretching the spine before diving into your forward fold. Inhale to flat spine. Exhale, step back through your chaturanga, taking that cobra or up dog through your child's pose to down dog. Rounding up, meeting me here in your downward dog. Hold and breathe. And then lift this left leg up. Let it fall out to the side. Take a second to explore the opening of your hip before pulling it through for a warrior. Plant it right between your palms. Pivot your back foot to 45 degrees. Lift yourself up and find your warrior. Hold for several breaths. You are a warrior for peace, for mindfulness, sharing your love with the world. And when you've had enough, dive down to your low lunge, step it back to your plank, through your chaturanga, into your cobra or up dog, through your child's pose, into your down. Rounding it up, and find that downward facing dog. Breathe with me. And then take that right leg up. Let it fall to the side. Explore your hip opening here. Before bringing it on through, take a second to adjust that foot. Before coming up to your warrior, hold and breathe. And when you've had enough, come on down, step back through your chaturanga, cobra up dog, through your child's pose to down. Hold your down dog, take a breath or two with me. And then walk it on forward. And when you get here to the front, let your fingertips touch as you find that chair pose again for a breath. Before lifting it up nice and tall, maybe even arch back a bit. Maybe even pause here and grab a wrist. And take a little stretch to the side. And do that to the other side. Let the sun strike your face if you're outside. And bring your hands to heart center. We're going to flow our way down through our vinyasa to our pigeon pose. So inhale, reach yourself tall. Exhale, surrender. Inhale to your flat spine. Exhale, stepping back through your plank. Chaturanga. Cobra, upward dog. Through child's pose. Into your down dog. And if you'd like to grab a bolster here, I'll give you that option. I'll show you that in a minute. First, come into your down dog. And then liberate your left leg. Bring it on forward. Now you can have it tucked in here, closer. If you prefer more opening in the hip and your hips have it, you can have it out. You can grab a bolster, which I will show you. And you can kind of place that bolster here to give you a nice place to put your head. Hold, breathe, generate love energy. When you've had enough, come out of however you have the pose. Place your bolster aside. Make your way into a single leg plank. And then back to a regular plank. Just long enough to switch your legs. Grab your bolster again if you like. And come on down. And when you're ready, come out. I'm going to give you several options for our next pose. Your first one is to simply take a child's pose. You can use your bolster. We're going to go into a saddle. Now you can sit on your heels and lean back. I find it more comfortable to kind of sit right between my heels. I like to place my bolster right here and slowly start to come back. And if you have it within your practice, you can come all the way down. But if this is too much, please take a child's pose. You can also lay on your side and grab onto one ankle and gently stretch it back to get the same opening on the tops of the sides and your hips. And when you're ready to come out of this, be super gentle. I like to use my hands so that I'm not using my back to come up. You can also take your legs out, kind of walk them out. Pause here, however you were. Give yourself a windshield wiper or two. Be loving as you stretch that out. And then just move your bolster out of the way. We're going to rock over onto all fours. So roll yourself onto all fours. And we're going to do a little bit of a thread the needle, perhaps a rolling panda. So take your left arm, lift it up. Bring it through for thread the needle. Options here, and I don't want to bump my mic, but you can wrap this arm around, or you can extend the leg into a rolling panda. I'll show you that. It can be here. You can choose this option here. You can choose this option here or here. And when you're ready, come up. We're going to get that on the other side. So bring it in. Maybe throw in a cat-cow or two. Kind of shake that out. And then the right arm comes up. Start with your thread the needle. If you decide you want to add on, you can. Gently disentangle yourself from that one. Gently turn yourself around on your mat. We're going to finish with 2 spinal twists, a brief shavasana, and a closing set of affirmations. So for now, roll yourself down. Have your bolster ready to catch your knee. Extend one leg up, bending the knee, open those arms, and fall into that twist. Now when you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. Have that bolster ready to catch you on the other side. Switch so that one leg is extended, other leg up and bent. Open your arms, twist to the side. Continuing to generate that feeling of loving kindness. sharing a feeling of peace with the world as you place your bolster beneath your knees and prepare for a brief 30-second Shavasana as you feel the effects of your practice in your body. Mindfully explore them. Mentally bundle up those benefits. Send that loving energy to everyone who needs it. That beautiful healing energy to everyone who needs it. And with infinite loving kindness towards yourself, remove your bolster, roll onto one side, gently lift yourself up to sit. As we close our practice by reciting these affirmations together, I am a vessel for the energy of peace. I believe that the power of love is stronger than the power of hate. I cultivate peace, love, and mindfulness in my life and share my gift with all those who need it. I recognize that all humanity shares a common bond of love, and I honor this bond by cultivating the energy of peace, kindness, and tolerance within myself. May the spirit of loving kindness envelop all living things, all the world. And with that, beautiful yogi, close your practice by bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra and touching your forehead for clarity of thought, your lips for kindness of speech, and your heart in gratitude for your practice. Thank you for practicing for peace with Only in Sedona Yoga.